sorry. Trying to get this off. Thank you. So that I can see the whole picture. So this is the video solutions for investigation 1 in thinking with mathematical models. If you are watching this to do a retake, make sure that you're taking notes in something other than pencil, writing down the things that you didn't do or crossing off the things that you did do that don't match up with what I say. So for number 1, it asks, is this graph showing a linear or nonlinear function? And because the line is straight, a perfectly straight line, that is definitely linear. Just going to underline it. It's definitely linear. In number 2, the function is not straight. That is definitely a curve, which is not straight. Therefore, it is nonlinear. In number 3, even though they're not connected, that scatter plot shows all of the points lined up in a straight line. And if it's straight, it's linear. In 4, again, they're not connected, but the dots definitely show a curve that is not straight, so it is non-linear. In number 5, they want you to complete the table using this function. And the function is our y is going to be equal to 24 divided by the x that's given, and then plus 1. So the first one they did for you, they did 24 divided by 2, and that's 12, and 12 plus 1 is 13. The second one, 24 divided by 4, right here, that's the x that you're going to plug in, is 6, and 6 plus 1 is 7. So the first one that we have to do is 24 divided by 6. And again, we're going to add 1 to that. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. And 4 plus 1 is 5. So if you didn't get that right, putting that math on there is what you need to show for your notes. The next one, we have 24 divided by 8. Oops, that's not a grade 8. Plus 1. And 24 divided by 8 is 3. And 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 goes in that box. Again, if you didn't get those right, get that math on your paper. That's part of your notes. In number 6, our new function is 5x minus 6. So 5 times whatever your x value is, and then subtract 6. So 5 times 0, right? That's the x that they gave us first, minus 6. So 5 times 0 is 0, and 0 minus 6 is negative 6. The next one, 5 times 1 minus 6. 5 times 1 is 5. And 5 minus 6 is negative 1. This one was done for us. 5 times 2 is 10. And 10 minus 6 would get me 4. So 5 times 3 for our last one, minus 6. And I get 15 minus 6. 15 minus 6 is 9. For number 7, we have for our function x divided by 2 minus 3. So the first one is done for you, 0 divided by 2, which is 0, and 0 minus 3 is negative 3. So the first one we do is 2 divided by 2 minus 3, and 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 1 minus 3 is negative 2. The next one is 4 divided by 2 minus 3. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 2 minus 3 is negative 1. And finally, we have 6 divided by 2 minus 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 3 minus 3 would get us 0. Again, writing that math down, even if you needed to show where you're taking this is your x value, right, that they're giving you. And you're going to plug that in for the x up here. And then you're just going to do the math. We divide, and then we subtract. The table shows a function. Is it linear or nonlinear? So we're going to look at this. We've got the x's going up by 1 each time. And the y's, we go up by 3 here. And we go up by 6 here. So there is not a constant rate of change here, right? Our change went from +3 to +6. So if there's no constant rate of change, whoops, there's no crock, then it is nonlinear. You did not have to give a reason. You just had to say whether it was or not. I'm pointing out that there was not a crock. In number 9, again, my x's are going up by 1. And my y's are going down by 9. So even if it's not an addition, as long as it's the same change, then that is a crock, a constant rate of change, which means it is linear. In 10, they're giving you a graph again. This is a scatter plot, not connected, but the dots all line up straight. So we know that this is linear. And how do I know? Because it's straight. We don't need to say anything about a crock. We don't need to say anything about the dots being in a line. Like, just say straight. Or the graph is straight. In number 11, again, they're giving us a scatter plot, but these are definitely not straight. Those points do not line up in a straight line. So it's going to be nonlinear. And again, how do I know? 2 words, not straight. Sorry, it takes me a long time to write with my mouse. Not straight. In 12, does this table show a linear and nonlinear relationship? So just like before, we're going to look on the X column. We're going up by 1 each time. And if I go over to my Y column, I go up by 3. 12 to 15, also up by 3. 15 to 18. 18 to 21 is also plus 3. And 21 to 24, also plus 3. When I see this happening, that tells me that it is linear because there is a crock. There is a constant rate of change, or a crock. In 13, they want you to make a table so that it's almost linear, but not quite. So you could maybe start at 0 and then go up by 2, and then maybe go up by 3, and then maybe go by 2 again, and maybe by 2 again, and then a 3. So it's really close to always going up by 2, right? We're going up by 2, but then by 3. And then by 2. So there's definitely a pattern, right? Going 2, 3, 2. But it is not a crock. So explain how I chose your numbers? I chose these numbers because they have no crock. Oh my goodness. They have no crock. No constant rate of change. Constant rate of change would show the same number like we did over here. In 14, they want you to determine how many balls would be used in each of these steps. So in step 1, there was 1 ball. In step 2, we have 3 balls. In step 3, we have 6 balls. And in step 4, you don't know, you kind of have to look and see if there's a pattern, or maybe draw the next one. So if I draw in the next one, and then count, that might be helpful to have one more, because a lot of people just thought that we were adding 3. But clearly 1 to 3 is only plus 2, so adding 3 would not be it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for our next one. So now if we try to look for a pattern, we have plus 2, then we have plus 3, and then we have plus 4. So for this one, I would add 5. And the next one, I would add 6. So that would be our pattern. Add 7 here to get 28, and add 8 to get 36 for our last one. And finally, number 15, they just wanted you to plot these points. So we would go 1, 4, 2, 10. They're not asking you to do anything but plot the points. 3, 16, 4, 22, 5, 28, 6, 34, and number 7 was 40. Clearly a linear relationship here, but all they wanted you to do was plot those points. That's all for this checkup. If you have any questions, please let me know and I will be happy to answer questions for you.